Welcome to Test This, where we test stuff out.
And tell you how it is.
Colton, where are we today?
We are
That sign behind you?
yeah.
What is this place called? Bacon? Fort Macon
State Park.
And it was made like around the Revolutionary War time.
Yeah.
And then had a battle during the Civil War, right? And then what else? And then it had World War II watching out for U-boats, right? For the Germans.
Yeah.
Shall we go take a tour?
Yes.
Look at all those cannons over there. Look at that one. What about that one?
Big one.
The big one. Oh, the moat. Where'd the water go?
The part is called the covert way. You notice on either side, if you can see on either side of the doorway, there is a small window up about 7 feet off the floor that is called a counter. Flooring here is wood blocks, 12 inches by 12 inches by 8 inches deep, and that's seated on a sand foundation, a bunch of sand and 2 layers of brick, and then they put the wood blocks in. The reason for that is after the fort was completed, the construction was completed, the military sent a recent West Point graduate from their engineering program down here to inspect the fort and recommend safety improvements. Colonel Lee came here and he saw that this flooring was the same as it is out there with a mix of brick and stone. And he said to them, what's the cargo you're mostly going to be bringing in and out of it, or into this fort? And everybody said gunpowder. And he said, right, and how's the gunpowder stored? And it's stored in great big wooden barrels and then put onto a carriage and pulled by horses. And the carriage has wooden wheels, but to make the wheels last longer, they put a band of steel around the outside of the wheels. So Colonel Lee said, okay, here you've got metal wheels going across brick and stone, and what is that likely to create? A spark.
Watch your step, Colton. Don't fall down there. Nope. You want to go stick with the tour, see what's going on?
Right out here, the ships come in and out of, and this channel's still used today. The Marine Corps is only 35 miles southwest of us, and they use it regularly, as well as a lot of commercial products. It's wildly inaccurate. In 1858 or 9, a man named Parrott came up with a Parrott rifle. A rifle is just cutting a spiral groove inside the barrel of a gun like this, which causes the projectile to start spinning as it goes out. And that spinning of it significantly raises the distance. A Parrott rifle can go about 5 miles and greatly increases the accuracy as well. Nobody really knows why this group did this. We think it may have ended up becoming a barbette or something like that, but North Carolina was still a part of the Union at the time that they showed up here, and nobody had given them any orders to do anything like this, but they came over and took the fort. Very simple. So the Confederate Army sent a colonel up here named Moses White to be the head officer here, be in charge of the fort. Over here and unload it directly onto rail cars was a real big bonus for the fort. So Park is in the process of moving all of his man equipment, cannons, gunpowder, food, everything you need. The first thing they did was build up a giant berm of sand so that the Confederates couldn't see what they were doing. And once that was all done, that took about a month. Once that was all done, he came back here to the fort and asked to speak with Colonel White a second time. And again, Colonel White said, no, thank you. We're not giving you the fort. Over 500 Union shells hit the fort. Most of them were hitting on the far side of the fort because the U.S. Army had tremendous advantages in that, A, they were all healthy, and B, they knew the fort. They'd been in the fort before. They knew where the strengths were. They knew where the weaknesses were. Their troops, providing good nutrition for their troops. Scurvy was a huge factor for the Confederate Army. So at any given instant, anywhere between 25 and 30% of the troops in the Confederate contingent here at the fort were sick in bed, not unable to report to duty stations. And that goes along with a commanding officer who spent much of his time in bed.
How is it? This is from Discount Tire. It's a model.
We're in the main entrance, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
We going in?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, bud.
Whoa. Cannonballs. Cannonballs.
Go into this first. It goes, and after the fort got back to state control, they rebuilt this replica. All of these windows are rigged up so that one small cannon can go in each one. You see there's a hole on the far end that the cannon would drop a pin down into to anchor it in place. And then the very bottom where your feet are, it allows the cannon to swing side to side. So you could aim it within the confines of that.
This is where you're gonna sleep, Cole. Look at this one, Cole. There you go. Put your cannon out there.
So windy.
The breeze. Little bed, little fireplace. Is that cozy enough for you? Put your bunk bed in here. Another room. So much room for activities.
A huge concrete staircase overhead, so that provides a lot of cushion if they started shelling that area. And sure enough, the Union soldiers were shelling this area because they're the Union soldiers, they knew the fort. They knew where the gunpowder was stored. This is not a way that you could fire a gun and ignite the gunpowder inside. It goes in about 3 feet and then tees off to either side and then tees again and goes down into the gunpowder. The gunpowder was all stored in there and periodically had to be taken out and dried. The end of Fort Macon's total wartime involvement. About a 10-hour battle.
You're saying all this is originally brick. They had electricity back then. Whoa. What's in here? Is this where you have your gunpowder? I can't even see. It could be where the gunpowder was. Heavily armored. Those are big. You want to take one home? Hot. Ah! Which one you want to take home?
So you can see
The gunpowder magazines under each staircase. 1, 2, 3.
That was a door perfect for my size.
You want one of those doors in your bedroom?
Yeah.
An armored magazine door?
either North Carolina or South Carolina. So the U.S. Army and the federal government decided to build prison cells here. So they took this whole wall, small red building, which I'll talk to you about. If you go one window, 2 windows left of that small building and up toward the top of that wall, you'll see about a 6-inch hole. That was a shell that hit the fort from Park's troops. And when they were redoing the fort, they decided to leave it as it is. The little red box is called a hot shot, and that allows you to put a cannonball that does not have gunpowder, or does not have any kind of explosive in it. But you put a cannonball in one end of that thing, and it rolls downhill over a fire, and eventually the cannonball can get up to 1,100 degrees. And then two soldiers have to take a special rack, and they hook the two racks together and put the cannonball in the middle, and they have to climb up this staircase here, holding onto that cannonball and load it into a cannon all the while people are shooting at them. So I consider that the worst job in the U.S. military ever.
Fire the mortar.
Imagine it's just a button.
Whoop. Just like World of Tanks, right? Who put this cannonball here? All right, load it up. Fire it.
Thank you, man.
Just push the button. This is the, oh yeah. So this is that thing, the hot shot thing he was talking about?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So it goes down.
It goes up.
It goes,
Well,
no,
you
rolls
load it
down.
from there, and then
And get the cannonball gets really hot.
and then it drops.
Then it drops into here.
Yeah.
And then what do they do with it?
They take a device thing
To
a
grab
rack,
it? A rack?
and they carry it upstairs and load it into a cannon while people are firing.
Oh, you can see some of the chunks. Look, you can see the path of where the cannonball went. Ding, 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 ding.
And more on that one.
More on that one over there.
See?
Well, look how big the cannonballs are. It's the size of my head. And then they bring it up there and load in the cannon. I wonder why they have to get so hot. Did he tell us that?
What?
Did he tell us why it has to be so hot?
Because there's no explosive.
Oh, so it's designed for like, oh, it's a hot shot for like burning ships and stuff. Right? Well, jump on here. Look at that one. Imagine that and then firing out there.
That's where we were.
We were down there.
Also, don't put
Why?
they're hot.
Hot. What's in here?
Are these the cannons that we saw when we were over there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you park over there and you see all the cannons coming in. And the flag. Oh, we got to go on that side. He said there's a lot of damage on the other side.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yes.
Because this side is the ocean, right? It's on like a peninsula. And the ocean's all around, and the only way in is over there. So the Union troops took the fort back and launched everything they had on this side, and that's why that magazine down there got hit the hardest. Let's go check it out. Union artillery position. We found a dungeon. NC in there. Goes way back. I was so scared. I had to bring an extra flashlight. It's a little cooler the further you go down. Shall we go outside again? Oh, it's flooding. We're down in the moat. It's crazy this floods. Ah! He was in the dungeon the whole time. It's crazy this whole thing flooded like 3 feet not long ago.
So right here.
Yeah, to like your waist. And I feel like it's squishy. And also all those rooms would flood. Like what's in those holes? Let's find out.
Water, probably.
Water? But alligators.
Not alligators.
No.
And maybe those too. Oh yeah, it does.
I am so frightened right now. Look at these hinges. Hey, don't fall down the stairs. Go slow. I'm so scared. Don't help me, I'm so scared.
You go first.
I go first. Daddy gets eaten first. Oh my gosh. So I can't see very well, but you guys can probably see better with the camera. What? Medieval dungeon. Yeah, they probably have more like troop storage down here, food. Look, there's like there was a cannon emplacement. See the curves? So maybe there were cannons down here for, you know what these were? He was saying earlier that these were like the encasements for firing into the fort if anyone got into the moat area. Right? Because if anyone got through the walls, they'd have to go to the second wall. And the second wall, they had these cannons facing towards it to blast people in
I
this
see the
area.
damage now.
Oh yeah, and he said everything that's red was massive amounts of damage, like that whole door got blown up.
Not
Those holes. Yeah, there's probably more, like that whole area over there. This area got collapsed. Like a lot of this side where the land side was, we all got destroyed. Cool. Cool. Got to be strategic here.
Okay, this is the dungeon.
There's a dungeon. Whoa, the dungeon. Probably another storage for more cannonballs. Up the stairs.
Probably to the another cannon.
Let's see, rice, flour, sauerkraut, salt, sugar, salted beef. There you go. That's how they used to store that pork back there, salt beef somewhere. All that stuff right there. Whoa. Oh yeah, we're on the far side, behind the flag. At the cannon.
Last time we were at the
Wow. Back in the AC. This is a cool one. This is more of a Civil War cannon, a little more modern. Oh. Is that the official map? We walked down there. We walked down there and then went inside. There's the hot shot. There's all the cannonball piles right
We
there.
went inside, talked right here.
Talked right there, yeah.
We came back outside.
Yep.
We went this way. We stopped about like right here.
Look how many cannon emplacements they could have.
They did have.
They did have.
They used to have.
And then what? Went around the other side?
And then we went all the way about
Into here, right?
No, and then we went to here to talk a little bit. And then we went down these stairs into here, talk about like all the stuff.
Walked under here.
Oh yeah, we did walk under there.
Magazine,
Yes.
the biggest one with all the gunpowder.
Yeah.
Came out the stairs here. There's a bunch of cannonballs. Walked across to the hot shot. Came up here. Walked around here. And then I think we walked down here again. And then we walked out here and we saw a couple of the stairwells. Here's the crazy dungeon we saw that was like all flooded out, right?
And then
And you got your feet wet over there.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it. And it was the last one we walked up. And then came out. Nice show, huh? Whoa. Welcome to Fort Macon. Captain Robert E. Lee. He was U.S. Army engineers back then. Wow. Fort Macon, 1840. Oh, there it is.
Jetty 1, Jetty 2.
Yep. Oh, yeah, the little jetty stuff to protect it. Looks good back then, huh? Wow.
That tour guide was talking about secret.
Fort Hampton, the original that got washed away. What was he talking about?
The tour guide said it's like somewhere over here that they built a little fort.
Oh, the original?
Like when someone was trying to take over the fort.
Oh, yes. So all the troops, they built a little berm up here. It was like 3/4 of a mile up here somewhere. Yeah, because the Union was like getting ready to camouflage themselves and then charge the fort. Right.
Yeah.
Out of service. But my Sora
It's probably
and my yellow rail.
It's probably what the
It probably lights them up or talks about them or makes noises.
yeah.
Like, what do they sound like? That's cool. Look, a house. Earth. Let's see, as you line it up, and you can zoom in and focus, right? So one zooms out and in.
This is what it looks
Whoa. All right.
like. It's not zoomed in.
So zoom in on something.
Well, actually, I kind of want to move it to the side and see
Okay.
what this is.
Oh yeah, get in there. And yep. And then focus it out.
How do you focus?
The other one, yeah. Whoa, look at that. Look at all this stuff. What are you thinking? You want to do one of these? Look at this bumpy one. What's that? Oh, wow. So that was it. That was... You don't even remember, do you? It's fleeting your mind already.
Fort
Bacon.
Macon State Park.
Fort Macon State Park in North Carolina. Wasn't that cool?
We got a fresh penny.
And what'd you get? Oh, was that a cannon?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? Speaking of cannons, one last thing we have is a 4 o'clock cannon show, right?
Yeah.
Artillery display. We'll roll that in after this.
Fire a cannon.
Fire a cannon. Very exciting. But let's go to the beach, cool down, huh? It's hot in the summer. Anything else to say?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Enjoy the cannons, guys. Thanks for watching. And hey, we'll see you in the next review. Maybe a toy review next.
That sponge into a bucket of water, get it saturated, run that in the barrel to not only clean it out, but also, once again, make sure if there's any burning embers or sparks still glowing inside there, you want to make pretty sure that they are extinguished before you introduce the next gunpowder charge. Cannons, 32 pounders normally use a 6-pound service charge, so that's 6 pounds gunpowder it would use every time you fired it. You don't want to be one of the cannoneers up at the front of the muzzle ramming that 6-pound charge home if there's still a glowing ember inside to light it off early. Now, once you've cleaned out, you load it. That's what they're finishing up right now. We have one final tool that looks similar to the
It's very loud, yeah.
Once they get it in battery or to the forward position, the next command is going to be point. Point is the aim command. That's for the gunner, the guy in charge of the cannon who's standing on the rear. He will direct his other crew members.
Woo!
When I plugged my ears, it just sounded like fire.
Look at the smoke coming out still. Look at all that. Now imagine like 17 of these going off and launching cannonballs out there.
Those will probably be even louder when they land.
That's right, you go and blow up some ships. It'd be crazy.